All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Now, what I have here is a clip named or titled "A Quick Walk Through Kensington Avenue, Philadelphia." And as a lot of people know, in any of the states they're in, that they'll always get an area just like this, and it's looking pretty bad as these areas get worse. But this would start to spread throughout the entire states as this would get even more worse. So I noticed that when it comes to areas like this, they'll have trash everywhere, homeless everywhere, but yet these businesses are still open in these areas. And that tells you that this place is really in a bad state when they got nothing but trash everywhere. They can't even help the homeless. But it's a lot of homeless if you notice it. And soon this will all migrate throughout the entire states of everywhere, really. Nobody, this is what it looks like. And this is funny enough, this is what an apocalyptic movie looks like. Even looks like The Walking Dead of anything. Like you just see this. These just nothing but homeless everywhere, walking down the streets. Like this is an attack on the people, especially the Israelites. I'm not even just talking about us. I'm talking about the 12 tribes, the 12 tribe signs in general. Like a lot of people may not know, a lot of them try to deny it, or they may not know, but they're still Israelites. You get a lot of them saying that they know they're Israelites. So, but that's the attack on our people. This is what we constantly see, and this is all prophecy, really, because we expect this to happen. We want this to happen because we want the space to shut down. But this is the reason I'm doing this video is because you people is really going to understand that we're going to come close to this thing. Like we're seeing the economic downfall of this society. And a lot of people is trying to deny it, but this is going to happen. So this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, "In the day when when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." And see, that could be even literal when they say they look out the windows and be darkened. But that's even going into like as from these people's perspective that they actually going to witness this actually happening in front of them when they realize that they can't do anything. When their rights are so-called taken, their freedom, the ability to even go to a grocery store, that's going to be taken away. How do you even know there's a food shortage? That darkens a lot of people. That scares a lot of people because then they're going to start panicking. They're going to start rioting when jobs don't pay them, or start laying off people for certain things. Oh, it's going to be an actual living hell out here, and these people don't understand that. This is Revelations 11:8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city," which that could be taken both ways. Whereas in that day, that's going to be a lot of people dying, left and right, but especially when this martial law kicks in, and they need to reduce the population. This would be already foretold and foreseen. But that even goes to what you're seeing right now. Not even just with the homeless being dead bodies that's lying in the street, literally. But that goes to the people that's just living luxuriously in this society. Even just the average person. That person is a dead body. Unless the Lord decides to wake up that body to be of the hopeful elect. But in general, these people are just dead bodies walking around because they don't have the understanding. And that understanding, especially in wisdom, is life. So without that understanding of and wisdom, they don't have no life in them. They're so caught up in what they can do now or the next entertainment, the big entertainment. They're not worried about the things that's supposed to be happening to this place, and that they should be um cheering for the downfall of this place. They're not worried about that. They're too busy worried about getting the attention, love and attention from Esau. And that's where our people fall short. But it's not meant for a lot of them to understand that anyways. This is Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars." You see, like I mentioned earlier, this is really an attack on us as a whole, because this is really what war is like. This is just not actual war, which there is going to be actual war. We're already in World War III, but then you have the war in civilization, where there's riots, even behind the scene attackings, and then my manipulation of the people. That is also a war. So you seeing all sorts of stuff happening, and this is further proof that we're still slaves in this society. People like to claim that they're not slaves, but they still have to go through laws. They still have to go through even working. You can't take off work unless you actually work a certain amount of hours to get paid time off. And if you don't work enough, or you're not coming in to work enough, hey, they'll fire you. So that's the whole hypocrisy with freedom, is that you can't do what you want. But people are going to start realizing that whole you can do what you want, or you got freedom, you got rights, that's all null and void. That was also an attack on people, saying that you have rights. Because as you can see, these people's minds flip. They get it to have all these different alphabet groups, different type of riot groups going on, and it's just utter madness. This is what you get, and people are technically angry on a daily basis. Like, no one's really happy nowadays, but you see that this is a constant fight day in and day out. But so be prepared to see a lot more of this happening, where it's just, you're not going to see it like in the, which is funny, at least where I live, I see a lot of the homeless, or a lot everywhere in downtown, which is a tourist attraction. I see a lot of it there. But don't be surprised when you start seeing it in your cities and your counties, and then a lot of your businesses are shut down. Be prepared for that stuff to happen. But that's pretty much all I have in that. So the Lord willing, this was a little edifying, and with that, shalom.